The emergency lights pulsed crimson, casting long, distorted shadows across the Cranarian laboratory. Thorne staggered back from the observation console, clutching his head. The Martian Timeline Projection flickered violently, the crumbling cityscape dissolving into static before reforming with sickening abruptness. The resonant frequency is fluctuating wildly. Thorne. Elias Finch's voice was tight with panic, his fingers dancing across the keyboard, frantically trying to stabilize the temporal field. The diagnostic program is reporting cascading paradoxes. We're losing coherence. Thorne ignored him, his gaze fixed on the masked figure advancing from the shadows. The figure moved with an unnerving precision, his armor gleaming under the pulsating light. He raised his weapon, a device identical to Thorne's prototype energy projector, but subtly refined, more elegant. The resemblance was almost unbearable. It wasn't a simple likeness, it was as if he were looking into a distorted mirror, seeing a future version of himself, hardened and corrupted. "You shouldn't have meddled," the masked figure said, his voice filtered and distorted by the helmet. The cycle had to be reset. Reset? Thorne spat. "You think you can erase what I've achieved? Erase the truth? The truth is dangerous. It unravels. It must be contained." The masked figure's weapon hummed, a palpable threat radiating from it. "You created a weapon you could not control." Thorne's mind swam with fragmented memories, flashes of calculations, diagrams and something else. A sense of dread, a feeling of being watched, of being manipulated. He saw glimpses of obsidian keys, of loom-weaving destinies, of watchers hidden in the shadows. The Omega 7 diagnostic report flashed in his mind. Asterisk, secondary temporal signature, detected. Origin point to pre-schematic conception. Asterisk. The Weaver's Gambit, Thorne muttered, the words tasting like ash in his mouth. "It's not just about Mars. It's about something older, something bigger." Elias Finch let out a strangled cry. "Thorne, the containment field is collapsing. If it breaches..." Silence. The masked figure raised a hand. Silence in Elias. His gaze locked with Thorne's. There was a flicker of something behind the visor. Recognition. Pity. Before it vanished, replaced by cold, implacable determination. "You think you understand the principles at work here, Thorne," the figure said, his voice echoing with an unsettling familiarity. "You created the instrument, but you do not grasp its purpose." He fired. A searing beam of energy slammed into Thorne, throwing him against the observation console. Sparks flew, and the lab's automated defense system sputtered to life, firing a volley of energy pulses at the masked figure. He deflected them with ease, his movements impossibly fluid. "The watches require balance," the masked figure continued, ignoring the automated defense. "Your experiments have disrupted that balance. They must be corrected." Thorne, struggling to his feet, felt a sharp pain in his side. He activated his own energy projector, aiming it at the masked figure. The beam struck the armor, creating a brief flash of light, but did little more than scratch the surface. "You're like me," Thorne gasped, "but twisted, corrupted." "I'm what you will become, if you do not heed the warnings," the masked figure retorted, his voice laced with a sorrow Thorne couldn't comprehend. "The Loom of Ages spins a tapestry of consequences. You are caught in its threads." Elias Finch frantically typed commands, attempting to reboot the Cranarium's core systems. "Thorne, the temporal lock is failing. We need to isolate the Martian Timeline Projection." The masked figure took a step closer, his weapon raised. "Your attempts are futile. The cycle will be reset, and you, Thorne, will be erased." Suddenly, a section of the Martian Timeline Projection shimmered and collapsed, revealing a hidden structure beneath the ruins of vast, subterranean complex of gleaming metal and pulsating energy. The structure pulsed with the same secondary temporal signature detected by Omega 7. What is that?" Thorne stammered, his eyes wide with a mixture of awe and dread. The masked figure hesitated, a flicker of surprise crossing his features. That should not be possible. The subterranean complex began to expand, its metallic tendrils reaching out like grasping claws, enveloping the Martian Timeline Projection. A coded transmission, previously fragmented and indecipherable, suddenly coalesced into a coherent message. Asterisk initiate protocol obsidian. The watchers awaken. The loom shifts. The cycle prepares to turn. Asterisk. The Cranarium's core groaned under the strain. The containment field buckled. The emergency lights died, plunging the laboratory into darkness. "Thorne! Elias!" Finch screamed, his voice swallowed by the growing chaos. Then silence. A complete blackout. Equals.